Audio Jungle.
Prince Harry, 36, delivered a speech blaming masses of misinformation for vaccine hesitancy and calling for jabs to be given to poorer countries. The Duke of Sussex made a surprise virtual appearance at the star-studded ceremony. But royal commentator Molly Mulshine questioned Harry's appearance as she claimed he looked tired. Speaking on Us Weekly's Royal Yes, Ms. Mulshine said, "I thought he looked a little out of it in his video." Commentator Christina Garibaldi added, "He did look a little tired. They do have a newborn, so maybe he's just not getting much sleep." Ms. Mulshine continued, "His posture was not great, little bit of a wrinkled shirt. It looked like my dad's tuxedo, which is from a yard sale. But like you said, newborn, 2 kids, it's rough over there in Montecito. He just seemed a little tired." Her comments come after Nigel Farage claimed there is a lack of interest in Harry's upcoming memoir. Speaking on GB News, Mr. Farage said, "It's done some damage, but I do sense a change. The polls recently, when people were asked about whether they were interested in buying or reading the new book, a vast majority were utterly and completely disinterested. I think that's where we're going with it. Most people I know don't want to hear another word from them ever again. Ultimately, they are discrediting themselves. They are doing it rapidly in this country. It's beginning to happen in the USA as well, where they're nowhere near as popular as they were before. Short term they've hurt the monarchy. Longer term I don't think they're going to make any difference." His comments come as the royal couple were left off Barack Obama's birthday party guest list last month, a move which the royals won't get over, royal expert Angela Levin has claimed. Camilla Tominey, associate editor of The Telegraph, has claimed the Sussexes' interview with Oprah Winfrey has not gone down well with the former U.S. President and First Lady, who always put family first. Prince Harry would have avoided problems he has experienced during his marriage to Meghan Markle by marrying Cressida Bonas instead, a royal historian claimed. Harry dated the British actress for 2 years, but the pair split amicably 2 years before the Duke met his future wife. Harry, 36, and Meghan, 40, tied the knot 3 years ago and started their royal life together, but shocked the world by stepping back as senior royals last year. In a statement, the couple said they plan to split their time between the UK and North America and become financially independent. The pair now live in Montecito, California, where they are raising their son, Archie Harrison, 2, and daughter, Lilibet Diana, 3 months. The Queen confirmed in February of this year that the couple would not return as working royals, after a 12-month review. According to author and publisher Andrew Loney, Harry would have had an easier time had he married his ex-girlfriend Cressida, claiming that leaving the royal family was a move pushed by Meghan. Mr. Loney spoke about his new book Traitor King, the scandalous exile of the Duke and Duchess of Windsor, and also gave his insight into the situation around the young royals. He said, "Just think of Harry, if Harry had married Cressida Bonas, would we have the problems that we have now? No. They've both gone into exile and they've tried to go into a different life with the perks of the royals without any of the responsibilities." Prince Harry has said it was his decision to step back from royal duties and that he did it to protect his family. He added that he had wanted to live an independent life for many years before he met Meghan. Harry was reportedly introduced to Cressida, an actress and model, at a festival in 2012 by his cousin Princess Eugenie. Eugenie, who is said to have supported Harry and Meghan during their royal exit, was a close friend of Cressida's. Harry and Cressida were reported to have split in 2014. Mr. Loney's new book, Traitor King, charts the highly controversial life of former King Edward VIII, the Duke of Windsor, after he abdicated the throne in 1936. The book claims the Queen's uncle had links to the Nazis and was embroiled in a murder investigation scandal during his time as governor of the Bahamas. Discussing his latest work, Mr. Loney saw 2 parallels between Meghan and the Duke of Windsor's American wife, Wallis Simpson. First, like the Duchess of Sussex, Wallis was divorced when she married into the royal family. Second, Mr. Loney said both women were Americans with no sense of traditions or understanding of the British way of life or the monarchy. Unlike Meghan, who engages in charity work and philanthropy, Wallis was a very different character. Turning to the new book Traitor King, it goes further than previous books on the Duke of Windsor in its arguments about his culpability for his interactions with the Nazis. He claims Edward and Wallis were not just unwitting pawns playing into the Germans' hands but were actively engaged with them. Mr. Loney said Wallis had a huge influence on the Duke of Windsor, including his efforts at negotiating peace with Germany during World War II. He said, "She was the driving force, she controlled him, he liked that, she was the boss." I think that was true in both their private life and in his public life. He wanted to prove to her that he could do something, that he could be a player, but she of course encouraged that. She was equally pro-German. She befriended Joachim von Ribbentrop before the war. Some people even say she had an affair with him. They both shared very similar views and ambitions. She just basically supported him in all these things and perhaps drove him further on. I think a more sensible woman would have reined him and said, you can't intrigue against your brother, King George VI, and the crown. But she didn't have any of those things.